Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Terry and this is the view from the attic, or it's going to be once I've turned that room behind me into a YouTube studio. It's currently my office and my man cave, as you'll see when we go in there, and over the next couple of days I want to turn it into something that might become a viable YouTube studio. At the moment I'm a bit low tech. I'm using a selfie stick and an iPhone. I've got a camera rig, but I haven't set it all up yet, and there's a few things that I need to get to change the layout and make it a little bit more photogenic. If only I could do the same for me. Probably a beard trim might help there. But let's go in and have a look around and I'll show you what it looks like now, and then over the next couple of days I will add to this video and show you some unboxing and some building and some moving around, rewiring, that kind of thing, and show you the transformation from man cave to YouTube studio. So let's go ahead and have a look now. So in we go, and welcome to the attic. You can see from the shape of the chimney breast it is indeed an attic. There's my desk that I spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week working at. The usual trappings of a man cave: leather sofa, big screen TV, guitar, Lego Land Rover, all the things you'd expect. There is a portrait I did of myself when I was 17 and I was a goth and I had a lot more hair than I have now, and the camera rig that I intend to use for my videos. Over in the corner here, we've got my barrel. That's something my granddad made when I was about 7 years old. He took an old barrel from a brewery and dismantled it, cleaned it all out and turned it into a drinks cabinet. And hand turned all of the brass himself, did everything. It's very precious to me and it's about as old as I am. My eBay pile is over there. It's something that seems to grow and then shrink and grow and shrink but never actually goes away. It's been like that for about 5 years. It's probably a common story. I imagine a lot of people have got an eBay pile that they refer to. And then the view from the attic, which is just out onto the street. You can see it's nothing particularly exciting. Some trees in the distance, but it's just a road. So over the next couple of days, there's going to be a number of deliveries, and as they turn up and I start dismantling things and rebuilding this as a studio, I will video that and show you the progress and the change from this man cave into something that I can actually do some videos in. My doorbell just rang, so that might be my first delivery. Let's see what's at the door. No, it wasn't anything from my studio. It was my new shirt, Legendary Whitetails tobacco waxed shirt jacket. Absolutely fantastic, but nothing to build. It's about 5:45 and I finished work for the day. The parcels have started arriving, but I just wanted to show you the view that I get from my attic sometimes. Okay, it's Friday night, finished work for the week. Next job, first job, dismantle all this lot. Here we go. That's fine for now, it'll do. Right, so the desktop arrived and the stand has arrived, so I need to put those together. The desktop was a nightmare getting up the stairs around this little curved staircase, but I've done it. So I guess the first thing is unpack it and find out if it's been damaged in transit or if it's good to go. So let's have a look. Right, so I bought this, it's a rise and fall desk, standing desk, from a company called MaideSite on Amazon. It wasn't cheap, but that's because it's a single piece desktop. Most of the ones, this is a 160 by 80 centimetres, most of the ones of that size come in 4 pieces. I didn't want 4 pieces, I wanted a single desktop, so I found this one and the stand to go with. I think it came in about £300 for the pair. So let's see what it looks like inside. Oh, okay, corners seem to be well protected. Polystyrene, that's a bit non-environmentally friendly, but it does the job. Right, that's the top. Can't see any damage. Looks like we're good to go. And hopefully it's got some pre-drilled holes. Indeed it does. Yeah, that's a really nice finish. I'll give you a closer look at it when it's assembled, but yeah, that's a really nice finish. The edges are joined up nicely. It's flat, which is a good sign. So yeah, quite pleased with that. And it's a good sized desk to work on. Oh, actually, and these holes are not just drilled into the wood. They've actually got metal inserts with a screw thread. So yeah, some thought gone into this, and some clearly good quality. Right, excuse me. MaideSite, discover the fun of stand working. Right. One set of instructions. Oh, and they're all in English. I thought we'd have like 1 page English and 20 pages of different languages, but no, this is all in. This looks complicated. But I've done it once, so theoretically I should be able to do it again. I think, right, that's the control panel. Looking like it's got finger marks on. I'm not sure how that's happened. It's okay. It's actually got a protective tab on the front of it. Maybe a bit close. MaideSite, up, down, and then some memory settings. Fairly simple. And some connector blocks in the back. That looks like a telephone connection. I'm not sure what that's for. We shall find out. A lot of screws and fixings. Oh, okay. They're the feet. Now the feet come ready fitted with adjustable, but it also comes with a set of casters, which is ideal because it's going to be stuck under there, and if I want to stand up at it, I'm going to need to pull it out. So that's really quite a good selling point for me, that was, coming included with casters. You can, I mean, this one is Flexi Spot. So it's a Flexi Spot desk. Not far off the same price as this one. It's considerably smaller. It's very well made, very sturdy, but it doesn't come with casters. Just comes with screwable feet. Let's put this thing together. How hard can it be? Yeah, could have done that bit. Right, so pay attention to the direction of the crossbar. Okay. Right, so number one is attach the crossbar to the legs. They are numbered. There are numbers on the back, so don't you decide whether you're using the right screw or not, which is number 6 and number 4, which is the Allen wrench. So number 6, which is that one there. The older I get, the more the years pass by, the more I seem to need a different pair of glasses for every activity that happens in my life. Reading, driving, walking, watching television, looking at a computer screen. There we go. Right, that's that bit done. Oh, and do you know what? The other thing about getting old, my knees don't like being down there anymore. Things I used to do in my youth that I could do all day long, I can do for half an hour now, and it takes me all day long to recover. A bit like drinking. Bag number 2, come in please. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, there we go. Always close your eyes. My best mate Adi and I, we became qualified bushcraft instructors a number of years ago, and one of the things that we were always fastidious about were the 2 things. Always put your knife away when you finished using it, and no sharps after dark, because that's when things go wrong. So put your knife away, put your axe away. Don't put them somewhere you're going to stand on them in the dark. Now there's no thread lock of any kind on these screws. Oftentimes you get these screws and they've got like a little blue bit on, like some sticky stuff on the end. It's a thread lock that stops it coming undone once you've tightened it up. So I'm not sure if these are going to come undone over time with it constantly moving around and going up and down. If it does, I'll have to buy some thread lock and take them all out and apply it myself. 4 nicely tightened up screws. The metal, I'm tightening these screws up. I keep calling them screws, the bolts. I keep tightening these bolts up fairly tightly, and it's not pulling the metal in, so it's a really good solid metal that it's made of. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I do hope this is recording, and I hope that it's recording well. I've actually bought, I should probably start using it. I bought a lavalier mic. Lavalier, I don't know how you pronounce it, to be honest. Wireless. It's I was looking at the DJI mic and the DJI mic 2, but they're so very expensive. I mean, you pay for quality. I've got a DJI Mavic Pro drone, and I've got a DJI Mini Mavic Mini drone, and I've also got a DJI gimbal as well, the handheld gimbal from my iPhone. They're exceptional quality, but I just didn't think I could pay for 300 quid for a microphone, so I picked up one made by a company. I've got a lot of their stuff. It's Neewer, Neewer. You'll find them all over Amazon. Their stuff is really well made, and it's kind of middle of the range pricing, but you're paying middle range pricing for really top quality products, and they're going to be some of the products, the first ones I review on this channel, because I'm really pleased with them. I'm really impressed with them. They make generally all for photography equipment and everything from tripods to lights to microphones, obviously. Really pleased with their stuff. Right, that would be the legs on. It's getting exciting. It looks like a table, doesn't it? Right, okay, next bit. Assemble the drive rod. That will be this thing. Again, very sturdy and solid. Okay, so that, alright, I see. So that tightens up and keeps that where it's meant to be. So that goes in the motor. I should be showing you this a close up, really, shouldn't I? Right, can you see that? Okay, so that's the drive rod. It's just it's kind of crenellated, a castle. I don't know what the word is, but it's got kind of teeth on it. So that gets pushed in there, and then over the other end, you've got this flexible thing. Oh, and that goes into a hex hole at that end. Now, I'm not going to tighten that up too much because I still need to be able to, decide on the width once it's on the table. But yeah, that's really easy to assemble. So the next job is to fit this power block under the desk somewhere, which has got 5 USB sockets and 6 standard UK outlets. My objective is to have just one cable for power coming from the desk and my RJ45 for my internet access, and that's the only cables that will connect the desk to the wall, so it's really easy then to slide it backwards and forwards, but it does mean a bit of jiggery pokery to get everything working on here. That's not going anywhere. Said every man who ever built anything. One of the other reasons for buying this desk was the 25mm thickness of the worktop. The FlexiSpot desk is also 25mm. Anything thinner and you start hanging monitors on it and it sags in the middle, it's just, you know, always go for something about 25mm. So I think the first thing, oh, I haven't put the bloody drawer on. Right, I'm going to have to break my sacred rule because it's going to have to go on its top because I can't hold that and screw it at the same time. But as long as I don't move the desk, it shouldn't get scratched if it comes into contact. By the way, I'm not sponsored by MaideSite in any way. All of this stuff I've paid for my own money. So any review that I'm giving you on this desk is entirely based on the fact that it's my cash that's paid for this. And yes, I am happy with my spend. Now I hope that's the last time I have to do that. Good opportunity to clean everything while I'm doing this. We built an extension on the back of the house last year and we're still getting rid of the plaster dust from every single surface, inside drawers, in our clothes. You cannot get rid of the stuff. It just seems to get everywhere, and as soon as you wipe something, within minutes it's dusty again. Right, that's the other thing I've lost. What in the blazes have I done with the Allen key for that? Okay, so a quick progress update for you. I've got the desk set up, the monitors on, the laptop, everything's wired in, it's all working again. There's still a lot of chaos on the other side of this screen, and I haven't done anything yet with my camera rig, and that's probably the next thing to do. But I thought I'd just show you a quick flip round and show you what it looks like so far. Okay, the big reveal. There's the desk in place. And a load of stuff there that I've got ready for reviewing, and some parcels I haven't even opened yet. But yeah, it's looking quite nice, I think, so far. I've got a lamp that's going to go in this corner over here somewhere. I'm going to unbox that next and sort that out. And I need to tidy these cables down here. I don't like trailing cables, they drive me a little bit mad. But yeah, there we go so far. Okay, still sort of filming on my iPhone here, but now you see what I'm kind of going for. Starting to get there. Got my Edison lamp and my, the background glow, and I can change remotely the colour of the glow, which is really quite cool. Green or blue or whatever mood I feel. It's Sunday morning now, about 11:15, and I'm on phase 2 of the transformation, which is setting up my camera rig. Now, the camera rig I've got is, it's a single tripod, it's a newer tripod, and I'm using a Panasonic Lumix GH4, but I've only got certain focal lengths on the lenses. I really need something like a 12mm so I can get the camera quite close to me, but still have that wide shot and the bokeh in the background. But they're quite expensive. You're looking probably second hand about £500, so that's maybe have to wait. In the meantime, I've got a cheap imported wide angle lens screw on kind of thing that may solve the problem to some extent, but we will have to see about that. I want a single rig, so I want a single tripod with a facing camera and one over the top on an arm that allows me to do those top-down shots, product shots. So let me stop babbling and turn the camera around and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so this is the rig that I've kind of thrown together at the moment. So as you can see there, I've got this the GH4 on a small rig, handheld rig there that's just hanging off a ball head. And then I got this a couple of weeks ago. This is a Manbilly, and it's a boom arm. It's got these. You can put a ball head on the end, and comes with 2 of these. And I've taken one of those off there because quite nicely it actually fits on the. It's got the same shape profile as the newer tripod. And so that fits quite nicely. So you can see I can just here I can kind of slide this whole rig up and down. But as I say, it's quite a large footprint. So it's going to have to be I'm going to have to think about how I position this, but that's the kind of thing I'm going for. So I want one camera facing me, and then I want one on an arm above the top of me, obviously with a counterweight on somewhere. But I want this camera over the top, facing straight down. The lighting that I'm using at the moment, I've got a couple of these lights. They're made by Pixel G1S. They're really good. They're not cheap, but they're about 10,000 Kelvin they go up to, so that's pretty good. Right, just making 1 or 2 final adjustments here to set up my microphone, but I think I might have cracked it. Okay, I'm aware I've got reflection in my glasses. That's coming from the window. I'm going to have to put a blind up there, and I've got to work the lighting out. I can't figure out the whole key lighting and fill lighting, and I've got one there, and one above my head, and I've also got a camera. The camera's working above me here. I'll just show you what it all looks like. That effectively. So that's my setup. So down here. Obviously I've lowered the monitor down because that was giving me reflection in my spectacles as well. I've got my overhead camera up here, which you can see captures stuff that I do on the table. I need to work out the lighting on that as well, but yeah, overall some fine adjustments to make, but overall quite pleased with it. Anyway, I'm hoping the sound quality is good. I'm quite pleased with the way the background looks, although it's not as blurred as I'd like. It's a bit too in focus with me, and that's where I need that shorter length, focal length lens. If I can get something like a 12mm then that should give me a bit more separation between me and the background. So yeah, project complete. I'll do a shot round, show what it looks like. I will now do using my iPhone again, I'll do a shot from that end just so you can see what the whole thing looks like. So there you go, new office. These are my lights, so I've got one light here. Really got to get those better. The overhead camera down onto the desk, front facing camera, monitor, and then my little working area down there. Still some way to go to finish it, but I think it's certainly made some progress and won't stop me doing videos. One of the things I want to do is add some sound suppression to this room because it's quite echoey, and I've noticed in my videos I'm getting a lot of echo off the walls. It's all hard surfaces, as you can see. I've got a laminate floor and painted walls, and so there's a lot of reflection of sound. So I bought these acoustic panels, which are foam panels. They're kind of shrink wrapped, and you've got to open them and then leave them for 72 hours and they expand into something that looks something like that, and then I can stick them on the wall and hopefully it'll make some kind of difference. So I'll see how that goes. Okay, so the instructions say to leave them on a flat surface for 72 hours. So I've laid them all out on the spare room bed, which seems a suitable place as any. I can already see they are starting to take shape and expand into what looks like acoustic suppression panels. So I'll come back in 72 hours and see what we've got. Well, it's only been about 18 hours since I put these down. Yes, they look so expanded quite well. I haven't had to wet them or heat them with a hairdryer or anything else. They've just expanded all under their own steam, and yeah, they look good to go. So I'm going to start sticking those up today, I think. I've had this idea that if I can find a curtain pole that will go between that piece of wood there, right the way across to the wall here, and probably supported in the middle, I can hang these lights and this overhead camera on an overhead bar, which will act like a kind of ceiling rig. So I've managed to find one on Amazon for about 30 quid, and it's extendable and locks into place. I might have to do something over here and over here just to make it a bit more secure at the ends. But and then I can roll my wires. I've got a power bank there, and I can run the wires across the cable and down into the lights and things. So it might be a nice solution to have something a bit neater in place. Right, so some stuff turned up, primarily my curtain rail idea. I've fitted it, as you can just see in the top corner there. I've fitted it and I'm really quite pleased with the results, so I'm going to show you what I've done. The curtain rail itself is really good actually. It's a nice matte black finish. It's fairly sturdy as well. You know, it doesn't feel like it's going to go anywhere. It's nice and solid. It's got 3 fixing points, so it's fixed there and it's fixed over at the other end there. And it does come with these little supports. Now it doesn't say on the website, on the Amazon page, that it comes with it, but it does. I was a little concerned I'd have to modify and make something like that. And then in the middle, you've got this bracket which I've managed to kind of screw into a joist. Now the way it works is quite interesting, because it's one of these little peg things, and I thought that you would have to extend it until one of these pegs popped out and then that was it, but it's not. Actually, inside here, inside the bit between there and that peg, there's a cut out section which has got a spring. So what you want to do is, if you get one and you fit it, make it longer than the wall, and then when you get it up to the wall, you compress it, and then it springs out, and it really gets itself rock solid against the wall at both ends. Took me a while to figure that out because the instructions weren't very clear, but really nice piece of kit. And I've now hung my lights, my overhead camera, and wired it all in, and it looks pretty snazzy. And you can see I put the sound, the acoustic dampening on as well. That went really well, very easily. The square pads I bought, which I'll put a link in the video, were much better than the little ones it came with, and that went really well. What it has done is highlight how bent my ceiling is though. So right, I'm going to switch it all on and switch my main light off and show you what it looks like. Right, so there it is. Now obviously I've got to do some work to adjust the lighting and get it the right colour balance, colour temperature and the brightness. But that looks really good. And look, one tripod on the floor, that's it. Just one tripod with a camera and a monitor. And the monitor I'm going to hook up to this video camera up here so I can see easily what my hands are doing when I'm not looking at it. So it's finished. The camera rig's set up, the acoustic dampening's in place, the lighting's working. I put a blind at the window. I think the background looks quite good. And I've even trimmed my beard for the outro. All that remains for me to say is thank you so much for watching, and do hope you enjoyed it. In my first review, I'll be taking a look at this, the Coded Bell Crosspack version 2. Hope you can join me. Bye bye.